Endlessly Tuesday. Forever Tuesday. We need to kill a bit more time before 9 o'clock in the game, because at 9 o'clock we can go and explore the other apartment. It's loading. Now loading. It's nearly 9, right? Is it nearly 9 in the game? I can't remember. Let's find out. It is 6:28, so 2.5 hours. We've got to kill. What were we doing before? What was the last thing we did? I can't remember. Yeah, ish. Ishy. The tattoos. We were asking around about the tattoos. Oh yeah, we're looking for someone who knows history. Who knows history? I don't know anyone who knows history. Do you know history? Are you a history? You know what? I've come up to her like 3 times now. I'm going to have to ask if her husband's missing.
My husband? No, he's not.
So where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
I need to up the volume, don't I? 30% for the disco.
Where is this going, officer?
Right, got it, thanks.
She gives you a short nod and shifts her attention back to books.
This is such a weird conversation. I'm not doing it.
The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Okay. On the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. What's this thought I'm having? The book is titled Man from Helmdale and the Wildfire. This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. This book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. This book, you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. A book about boyardero culture. It promotes freedom and roaming upstream. Who here knows anything about history? I don't think Joyce will. Would the artist know anything about history? Are you a history?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
He's red check, can't be retried. Need to get my conceptualization up more. Or do something else. Catch you later, Cindy. Can you imagine if it's Kuno? Imagine if Kuno knows everything about history. What else have we got that we can interact with? The Greatest Innocence, we've already taken a look at that. I can give you the lyrics to One Direction's history run that I'm out. Fractured Bullet we've looked at already. White envelope. Have we looked inside the white envelope?
You take the legal documents out of the
envelope. Oh yes, we have.
A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
I remember. Put it back. What else? What else? What else?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely
all for a friend's history.
Then made complete by the faint smell.
Yeah. Who else could there be? I might go... No, I don't think we get anything from going back into the flat, do we? The flat whose door we opened. Oh, hello. Who's this? What's this thought I'm having?
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
The woman's husband, you reckon? Case solved.
Cracked it. All in a good day's work.
Wait, what did I crack exactly?
What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
It's her husband, the missing husband.
Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working
I don't think it
class
is her
woman.
husband.
Protect and serve, recruit. Didn't she repeatedly tell you her husband isn't missing though?
This doesn't add up. I'm only making a fool of myself.
Do marriages make any sense? Does honor? You're not a filthy philosopher. You're an officer of law. It's time to ace this case and not brood over your reputation. We can deal with the perception management later.
What? Give me champagne. I'm going in.
There's no need for champagne when there's honor, recruit. Go and tell the working class woman what you found right now.
Managed to score a Jimmy Eat World ticket for July. Bye-bye Amy's money. Hey, woman. I found a man. Protect and serve, madam. I found your husband.
God damn it, I already told you. My husband isn't missing.
Well, I found him nevertheless. I'm that good.
Very well then. Where is he?
There. Point to the working class drunk down near the sea.
Excuse me? I don't follow.
I found a working class drunk and I thought he might be yours.
Right, 'cause working class women come with alcoholic husbands.
Oh no.
You know what?
Have I made some awful assumptions?
Remember, about that what, never ever say what.
Something bad, I guess? I'm sorry, I say stupid things sometimes. I didn't mean to annoy.
You were right. I do have an alcoholic husband. Although not that one.
Oh, okay.
Ha, blam, knew it.
But you told me your husband's all right.
I did, and he is. He's also an alcoholic.
So is he missing as well?
No, he's not. Or maybe he is, I don't know. He's probably in the park or in Shamrock somewhere, drinking with his friends. I haven't seen him for... Well, to hell with him.
Kim, is it just me or do we have a missing persons case here?
I wouldn't be so sure. Man, just to be completely clear, do you want to report it to the police?
Report what? He's just out drinking with his friends. I'm sure the police has better things to do than to chase down local goofballs.
Not at all. The RCM is ready to chase down every goofball in town. We care about you.
She sighs, but you can detect a slight hint of gratitude and relief from her face.
All right, go ahead. Do you have any questions?
Ooh, okay. We actually have a case. Also, there was a new single last week. Manchester Academy eyeing up the London one in Brixton Academy. Nice. That'll be fun. What does your husband look like?
Honestly, not that different from you.
Like a late-stage alcoholic, then?
That's one way to put it, yes. No offense. I'd also add he's a little bit chubby.
Would you now? I see. What else?
What else? He was wearing a dark brown leather jacket with a bright blue inner lining. The lining is hand-sewn. I made it myself. It's his cool jacket. God knows it's too cold to run around in this, but he refuses to change.
Who cares about the cold when you have your cool jacket to wear? You can completely sympathize.
I even tried throwing it away once, but he just dug it out of the bin. Can you believe it?
He took it out of the bin? Wow, that's filthy.
Well, what can you do? I hope that at least that extra lining helps him keep warm at night.
You didn't happen to throw it in a
wouldn't
bin
like him to
outside the
catch
Whirling in
cold.
Rags, did you? When did you last see him?
Yesterday morning, he went to the library. He went to retrieve my book, and he promised he'd walk straight back home.
Is that so? Was meant to be a gig tonight, but chronic fatigue said no, so impossibly booking another concert is incredibly tempting. Oh, sorry, Amy. Sorry to hear your fatigue is kicking your ass tonight.
Because we talked about this. We talked about not wandering off again. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do with his addiction. Just makes me feel weak.
Gone for around 36 hours then. Damn, this is a missing persons case.
A real one.
She turns away from you in an attempt to recover.
I think I got it, thanks.
So you are going to look for him?
Yes, I will bring him back home to you.
Thank you. Please do. Even though I'm sure he will return home by himself. I'm still sure of that.
Glad to be here discoing that Elysium.
I'm sure he will too. When he does, would you let Precinct 57, Kim Kitsuragi, know?
Gives her a slip of
I
paper.
will. Of course, officer. As I said, it's probably nothing.
Maybe your children are also missing.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so where are they?
Are you a policeman or a nanny?
She's disturbed now. Nanny? Oh, no. I police whatever I want. Where are they?
They are not missing, sir.
Okay.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance.
I'm not going to push that. Okay, great. Just making sure.
I see. Thanks.
Maybe your cockatoo is missing.
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
Okay.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies. It's better to indulge in at this point.
What do you mean I'm being a cockatoo?
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Is there now?
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
My what? Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Thanks for the tip.
Wonderful. The store is open.
Find my heraldic bird. Thanks, I'll get going then. Am I going to have to buy this book? Have I got money? Can I afford to buy the book? Where's the books about birds?
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely
Not there. This one?
a small mountain of colorful board game boxes.
Board
There are
games.
numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral related.
Okay, I'm not buying a board game. They are expensive. Oh, what's this thought? No sane person would ever put their head into such a machine. What machine? That machine down there? The other side of the wall?
These shelves are overburdened with books from
Dick
the same
Mullen.
series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of spycraft and daring do.
Okay, we're looking for a book about birds. Oh, thought. Everyone knows the most interesting thing about fascists was their magic. Before I look at that, I want to look at this up here. What's this?
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner.
Can I nick him?
The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Want to look at the map of Martinez?
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48.
Is it describing the map that I would get if I actually
Still,
take it?
it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbour, even the whirling in rags there.
Okay, great. I'm going to look at the map of Revachol.
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the
Okay.
east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Rivershell East.
And west of the river?
Houdon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forburg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
And Martinez?
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the Greater Rivershell Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest.
Coal City.
No, Coal City is worse. A charred limb. Rain falls on its slick black streets. And then there's the burnt-out quarter in the heart of Jamrock. Is it cold in this bookstore? Or is it just you? No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive.
Kinda. Barely. Or am I still alive? Imagine your spirit animal being a cockatoo. I'd be so sad. I'm going to look at the map of Insulinda.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another, far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme.
What else?
Ozon, Laurentide, Fas à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you.
I am a dust mite.
Radiating outwards from you, the suzerain Rivershell. With a radius of 80 kilometers, still, the crown jewel of this Isola would be barely visible.
Can I see cities on the islands?
You can, on Caillou, Rivershell, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu, on archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. 850 million people live on these little dots.
Wow.
An oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history.
I'm going to look at the edges.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Muindi is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called.
That's a lot of times the word azimuth has been used in a sentence, and it's also the first time I'm hearing the word azimuth. Cosines and azimuths is a fun name for a song.
Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there.
How do I know that?
You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away.
Just realised my camera's been in the middle the whole time. That was an impossible check. Failed it.
Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
Storekeep, can I buy these maps?
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
Okay, how much is the map of Martinez?
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is the one of Martinez so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be.
Oh, really?
From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
What happened then?
They didn't get that far. For some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
Gonna try and steal it? I'm not gonna try and steal it. I'm gonna buy it.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Thanks. So, do I now have... a map? Look at this! I've got a map! Nice. Okay. So... yeah, so this is all we've been around here. Can I actually get round to the church and the fisherman's shacks? From here? Or do I need to wait until... where the... unless those are the bits that don't exist. Go down by the swings. We'll see. I don't think I can. Anyway, we're here for a reason. It's to find a book about cockatoos.
Shelves full of biographies of famous people.
Leave. What's this one over here?
A sulphur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
Flip through the pages.
Turns out that there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral problems.
Cool.
You don't have behavioral problems. That's garbage. You're cool.
What about this guide to cockatoos, storekeeper?
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
$3.99. I've only got £24.
Slowly, you move your hand toward the tome of cockatoos. Before you reach the book, you're interrupted.
Do we really need to do this? I think not.
I'm so disappointed with myself. I want to buy the guide to cockatoos.
Oh, a nature enthusiast. Good choice. I knew it was a good idea to keep that around.
Ah, I can't believe I tried to steal a book. I'm a policeman.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Oh?
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. These three things are very important to the working class mind.
I didn't try to steal it. I was simply picking it up to have a closer look. Yes, apparently so.
The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
How does that work?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything.
What do you call alternative medicine that works? Medicine.
Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Storm, indeed.
It's your own fault if you're ill. Got it?
Does the book say anything else?
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying.
I mean, how to find magnesium might be good, because we know magnesium is actually a thing that works for us. Might be useful. Anyway, not right now. You know, storm back to front. Okay, we have a book on cockatoos now. Let's take a look at it, shall we? We also have the map.
The
Anything
worn
worth-
map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner.
Trace a path through the grid.
Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the map tab.
Cool, we did that. Put the map away. Okay, the cockatoo book then.
A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest found on
Erectile.
the Seminine Islands and in southern Fas a la Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues.
Okay, what more?
This book talks about the delicate nature of toos, as well as
Toos.
introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang bang cockatoo. It's colourfully illustrated.
The bang bang erectile cockatoo. Alright, what problems do these birds have?
Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up.
I could handle that. It would be nice to have someone to talk to when feeling lonely.
Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive.
Cockatoos can be very sexist. I think I heard that, yeah. They yeah. They'll be far more friendly to Are they more friendly to men than women? Right, that's pretty bad. Anything else?
It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own.
Yes, but there has to be something great about cockatoos as well.
You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels.
Oh, it's Angus.
Ouch. That must hurt.
He likes to scream for fun. My first job, we had the nicest female cockatoo. She was lovely. But if a man walked in, she would attack any woman that went near her. Oh, wow. Oh, geez, that's crazy.
Not great for the neighbors. Performing? Yes, birdie.
I'm a performing cockatoo. I want to know about the most common bang bang cockatoo.
Despite its banging name, the bang bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly grey and white. The Seminoles name, bang bang, is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins.
Did he say onomatopoeic? Let's read about the funeral cockatoo.
This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral, 24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it.
Yellowtail black. That is a nice combination of colours. And the major majestic cockatoo.
Perhaps the most impressive of all the species,
That's me.
the endangered major majestic cockatoo, is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink-coloured wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature.
Wow. The Norwegian blue prefers kipping on its back. Beautiful plumage.
In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species. It must be glorious to behold, dark pink and snow white.
That does sound awesome. Honestly, this bird does sound a bit like me.
Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
Isn't that obvious? Major Majestic, here I come!
You're right. Your Majesty embodied. This big, beautiful bird belongs on your heraldry.
Say 7, that's the trophy I just got. Oh, say 7 deranged superstar lines. Oh, that's wrong. I want to be viewing trophies. Okay, what else? Okay, I guess I'm putting the book away. Do I do anything now with my cockatoo knowledge to go back to the woman? That's the Python Dead Parrot sketch. They definitely prefer kipping on their backs. They definitely don't prefer kipping on their backs. Yeah, I see. Mid-journal. Oh yeah, find the working class husband. That's what we've got. Lost Bool. Going back to that tomorrow. Visual videos tracked on my badge. Okay. Do you know about history?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime.
I guess not. 9 PM yet? Nope, we've still got another hour to kill. Is amazing. You going to talk about cockatoos some more? You are right that I'm a cockatoo.
Excuse me?
I just went and read up on them, like you said, and I even decided on what kind of cockatoo I am. Want to know?
I don't know. The most talkative one?
No, I'm the Major Majestic cockatoo, which is the most talkative one, isn't it?
The what now?
The Major Majestic cockatoo. It's the most impressive one.
You truly are one strange cop, aren't you? I have a strange cop offering to find my stupid husband. For today.
Thanks, I'll get going then. They just turn the lights on inside. Right, who else is there to talk to around here? So this... Oh, what's this here? Scroll between the thighs of a page 3 girl, L'Origine du Disco? What? So we can't... Yeah, there's no way. Okay, we need to wait for that to be fixed then, don't we? Butter sign down! Sign down! There's the sunglasses. I'm impressed by that bookstore being open this late, yeah. It's Martinez. Late night bookstores. Everything is good here. Good. Good to know. Where the hell am I going to find my badge? And that woman that's been stood outside of it for hours. Yeah, she likes her books, clearly. Is there anything the racist has got to say?
Looking for something odd?
No. Unions are a scam. Elysium. he got anything to say?
Yes?
Nothing. What was another way we could pass time? Was there a way we could pass time? Oh god. I thought there was a way through this side, wasn't there? Did I make that up? Got 70 XP. Need 100 for next thing. Yeah.
An
nothing
intricate.
more.
It still kind of looks like a map gone. For you, someone who knows about history could tell you.
Someone who knows about history could tell me. Who's that going to be? Who knows about history? Anyone around here? Have we spoken to you before? Ooh, the disco lights are on. It's all about money, you know. Not you.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
I'll find out some more about her. Your husband's some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
What is cryptozoology?
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
Hobby?
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
Dragons. Weapons. There's a very fun board game called Cryptid, which I enjoy playing, about trying to hunting for a habitat of an unknown creature.
The quality of research at Revacholian universities has been on the decline, but you doubt there was ever a time when cryptozoology was embraced by the academic elite.
Tell me more about Morale. Looks, character, your relationship.
Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin.
What does he look like? It's not about Mothman.
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
Bring that on holiday, please. I shall. Yes, I shall. I think I've still got it in my bag from the last time I brought it up.
You can't go around Revachol feeling grown men's hands. If you want to find her husband, you'll need more concrete information.
Let's try again. Why don't you try describing him as you would one of your cryptids?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
Thank you, Kim.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, just in case.
Mum and Dad were asking about games to bring some that you think would be good to all play together. I will have a think. Bring code names. I can bring code names. How long have you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
How do the two of you meet?
Via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say.
Agency.
I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident. And he just divorced.
God, dating agencies seem like such a weird thing now. Like, what? Back in the day, didn't they used to be like a thing? Like you'd register with an agency and they'd try and match you up, like manual Tinder. I don't know why that feels weird.
We hit it off, and well, here we are.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
Maybe I will. I think I have all the information I need. Let's move on.
I hope I've been useful.
I'm not going to tell her about my memory. Suggestion? When I was applying for jobs, I had a test for one where I'd be running people's dating profiles for them. Your job would be, what, like managing people's dating profiles? As in someone who wants to be on a dating app, like writing the bios and messages. Wow, I mean, if you can't even write your own, if you can't even write your own Tinder bio, I mean, what are you even doing? Because at some point, you're actually going to have to speak to someone. Oh my god. Hello, Nixie Ray Harper. How you doing? Would you like to be part of Tom Bacon's dating agency? Not if you do it correctly. Hello, Booster Greg. I essentially applied to be a professional catfish. Yeah, oh my god. Wow. That is an odd concept. You have a new phone? How exciting. Is it a fancy one? Can you do how's your editing on your new phone? Do you have video making shall resume soon enough? Oh, was that why? Did your old phone pack in? I'm sorry, I didn't realize your old phone had packed in. Obviously, Nixie, there's never any pressure for you to make videos, but I'm glad that you do. I like your videos. I'm going to try this as a white check. 28% chance to convince her to tell me about some cool cryptids.
There's really
How
no
am I
point in
doing the
manipulating
unlikely
her.
ones?
She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
I tried to steal. I had a 72% chance of stealing a book earlier, and I couldn't do that. But this? And I need to kill time. Hey, Lena, I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you've studied. Could you just tell me a couple of them?
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
Oh.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Cryptid extravaganza? I like the sound of that.
And I don't. Just one.
Haven't said it. iPhone 11 Pro. Ooh. Nice. Stealing books is bad. Asking about animals is not. Oh, the game knows. The game's been my morality check.
Ooh, tough choice there.
Oh, wow. What should we ask? What's the biggest cryptid? What's the tiniest cryptid? What's the most dangerous cryptid? Are there any invisible cryptids? What is the most dangerous cryptid? Kitsuragi doesn't want to know about cryptid. Boo! Kitsuragi, boo! Current iPhone is near enough packing up, so this has been heaven sent. I'm glad you got a new phone, Nixie. That's fun. Also, my last message was a very me message. No steel book. Only ask questions, cryptid. Only ask cryptid questions. What's the most dangerous one?
The gnome of Jeroma.
The Gnome of Jeroma. That doesn't sound too bad.
Oh, it is. None of its victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue.
Naomi, what have you been doing? What did this cryptid look like?
It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and a gangly little thing. Quite scary to look at.
Is it one of those little things with the knives from Final Fantasy?
A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it.
Tarpaulin.
It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of this very little species?
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom.
What?
Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
Alas. Always, alas, and then it was
Alas,
gone.
and then it was gone.
Isn't that overly convenient?
Seems very convenient that it just disappeared and nothing like it was ever seen again.
I understand your skepticism, but that's what happens with things that are rare and stand out. Their disappearance is most memorable, and they are least likely to be found again.
Bang! And the gnome is gone. Oh, we can ask another question. What's the biggest cryptid?
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
But Kim, don't you want to hear about another cryptid too?
The lieutenant pauses thoughtfully.
Ah, fuck it. Let's have more cryptids.
Fuck it, let's have more cryptids! Cryptid party! Woo!
Well, the biggest cryptid is, of course, the horrible giant of Kokonur. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes.
Wait, what do you mean by strange light?
Mirage or psychogenous luminance.
What? Psychogenous isn't a word. And just how big is it?
No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision.
Is it dangerous?
The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others, fate unimaginable.
Big cryptid.
Hooey. No animal can be that large. It's a mirage.
That's
A
what
large
makes
mirage.
it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Kokonur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur Desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
Gravity anomaly? Digging it. Digging this parascientific stuff right here.
Sounds very Night Vale. I never listened to Night Vale. Is it still going? What's the tiniest cryptid?
Cryobacter catlensis.
The answer is immediately Cryobacter catlensis.
Yes, a unicellular bacterium that was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Kotla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago.
What's so special about it?
The bacterial colony Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate. Certainly from before recorded history. Mijanou disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study, no doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life.
Wait, she injected herself with it?
Yes, the bacteria had survived in the ice since times immemorial. It is not hard to see where she could have gotten the idea.
It's actually a little hard to see. But do go on.
Do you mean there's an immortal geologist wandering the world?
Yes, and she's quite mad, too. After she treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but also became increasingly eccentric and irascible, so that even her oldest friends were forced to pull away. We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her bloodstream.
Sure. Okay, fine. Are there any invisible cryptids?
What an interesting question. And the answer is yes, there are.
Of course. All fairy tales have someone or something invisible in them.
Shush, Kim, she's going to tell me about the invisible cryptid. What is it?
It's the Col de Mamadaqua. Its name means thin whisper of sound, and that's precisely what it is. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. The Col de Mama is very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track.
Col de Mamadaqua can also be translated as a whisper light and low.
A whisper light and low.
Yes, that's another translation. They're both quite lovely, aren't they? Although the low part is a little ironic. The Col de Mamadaqua makes, or rather is, such a high-pitched sound that other animals, including humans, can't hear it.
Really?
It could be everywhere all of the time, and we wouldn't know.
Fine, I'll bite. How can an animal be a sound?
Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory.
Could it be here? Right now?
It could be. As I said, it could be everywhere.
And
And we wouldn't know any better. It could be ringing all the days of our lives and nights.
What evidence is there of this animal being a sound?
Plenty. It's the evidence that led to its discovery. In the 1920s, a group of Areopagite ornithologists, that is, scientists who study birds, were trying out a new recording technology for capturing sounds outside the range of human hearing. When playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the Ea mountain range, they noticed certain anomalies, patterns that seemed random at first, but on closer examination were consistent with the waveforms of songbirds.
Songbirds.
The scientists soon discovered they could track and even predict what appeared to be feeding, mating, and migration patterns based on sound waves in a strictly delimited range of ultrasonic frequencies, even higher than those of the highest pitched bat calls. They realized that they had discovered a new species and called it the Col de Mamadaqua, after the Paracanassian name for the voice of God, which is said to be very silent.
Wow.
They grew quite obsessed with these little birds. Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds and even began to name some of them.
Name them?
Sequester, Time, Joscan. Those are but some of the Mamadaqua they followed individually.
Why is the Mamadaqua so afraid of us?
That is a sad story. A group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with impressing their professors, nearly drove it to extinction.
Extinction?
They tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mamadaquas. And what happens when a sound wave meets another sound wave of the same frequency, dear?
Psst. They cancel each other out.
They cancel each other out.
Exactly. And these tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population. After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in Ea, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable Koltamamadakwa population anywhere.
Isn't that convenient?
Of course. A common thread in these. Disappearance and unfalsifiability. I like the story, though.
Unfalsifiability.
I'm glad you did, dear.
Interesting. What about...
What about what?
This has been educational. Sadly, we need to discuss something else.
Of course, dear.
Okay, I think that's all for now, ma'am. Still got half an hour to kill. Save. We've already talked to you, haven't we? What's in the box up there? £1.15? Mine.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod.
Okay, nothing new. I don't think Mr. Barkeeper's got anything to say. No, goodbye. We're checking out that door again upstairs. Nothing there.
The door is closed.
Again.
Still nothing.
Still
The
nothing.
lieutenant gives you a...
Okay, leave. What about the lieutenant's room? Can we do anything there? No? Okay.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression.
He's not a barkeeper, he's the cafeteria manager who works behind a bar. 8%. It's a white check, can be retried. I'm going to attempt to stop it from happening.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Okay, let the mirror be. Still nothing.
The
do
fan
here.
stands still.
Nothing to see. Can't go to bed. Not
The
that
bed
I
is
want
still
to.
cold from the broken window, and not too in.
No. Okay. Oh god. Half an hour. God damn it. What's there to do? It's weirdly getting a bit framey. I'm not entirely sure why that's happening. Oh, thought.
Was that? Could it be the Koldamama Dakwa? No, it's probably just your imagination ringing in your ear.
Is it? Is there a ringing?
There seems to be an extremely high-pitched ring. Ultrasonic. Lena said it was very high-pitched, right? It's like something tickles your ear.
He's too impressionable.
Lena also said that it couldn't be heard by any other animal, including humans. What you're hearing must just be a regular bird. Honestly, your ear isn't hearing a whole lot. The distant hum of the industrial harbor, the traffic. But, admittedly, there is a high-pitched noise somewhere there too. But then, isn't there always?
Listen closely.
There it is again. You're about to rediscover a long-lost species.
Keep listening.
It must be very close. Maybe, just maybe, it will come toward you. Keep still. It might perch on your shoulder.
1 second. Hold very still. Hope the bird comes to perch on my shoulder.
Oh no. The sound. It's moving away. Somewhere over there. Go after it. No. Too late. It's gone. There is no ringing anymore. Just the sound of the streets.
No, come back, please.
Keep your ears peeled, then. If the species really has migrated to Martinez, you're sure to hear it again.
Okay, so that's a thought we can internalize at some point if we wish. Not sure what that's going to get us. Have we actually interacted with these gates?
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Ooh. Oh wait, it's getting further away. Go after it. This one I feel like the narrator is from Stanley. Yeah. The detective moved towards the sound. What could it mean? What kind of vehicle drove through here?
Hard to say.
Why am I looking at this? I know why I'm looking at this. Reconstruct the movement, 83%. Probably going to fail then.
The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber.
Crashed into the fence. Reversed and turned. I reckon that was maybe someone... So presumably this is the same night as the murder.
Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager.
What happened next?
The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building, before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
A car drove through the fence.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage friendly city.
Is this connected to the case?
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With the jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate.
I don't know.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went. If you find the time.
Got 20 minutes. I think I got it. Autosave. Thank you, game. The tracks went where? Oh, God. Move! Oh, there's a... Damn, I thought that was a thing there. Where did the tracks go? I thought the tracks went this way. Reversed there. Went down this way. Did it not? I've already interacted with that, haven't I? That's just the
A
sign.
crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted. The sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock, keeping it open, and thus out of order.
Did the car drive through here? What is Samaran butter?
Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it.
Lovely bit of butter.
Goat milk butter. The Samaran terrain makes it easier to raise goats than cows. and the local goat farmers produce high-quality meat and dairy staples that add variety to other nations' diets.
Meat. Hey, guess what I bought today? I bought stuff for another paella.
Thank you for your continued support.
And that is the paella success sound. Thank you, Rachel. 12 months. Welcome back. How you doing? That was very well timed. That was an excellent resub alert.
It's an acquired taste.
Paella success sound, definitely. You know what? I haven't done this for a while. It's a moment! It's a moment! The successful paella sound. Get your moment badges. Maybe I'll make paella tomorrow. Yes. Can have a paella off. Success paella. Paella success. A pile of success. Okay, let's attempt to reconstruct what happened here.
Judging by the size of the impact and the parallel lines of burnt rubber, the cause was probably a motor vehicle.
Rachel's got an orange diamond now. How's everyone? We're doing all right. Yeah, it's a little slow. We've been desperately trying to kill time until we get to do something at 9 o'clock in game time, and it's currently 8:45. 20 to 9. It's 8:45 in real life. The Great British Paella. Yes, because it is a British paella, really, isn't it? What I'm making. Yes.
These look like the same tire tracks I saw earlier in front of the whirling rags.
Look at the crater.
Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was traveling up the crater at 35 kilometers an hour.
Kilometers an hour? The roof of the shack?
The black marks on the roof indicate that the vehicle vaulted
Wow.
from the crater to the roof of the shack.
The sloping metal roof panel?
The panel served as a takeoff ramp.
The broken posts?
The vehicle soared through the air, hitting the billboard and upsetting the posts. Then it continued its flight, taking the billboard with it.
You upset the posts! Look at the sign.
The sign broke the vehicle's fall into the canal. The salmon and butter billboard still looks freshly painted, suggesting it took the plunge recently.
How recently?
Within the past 72 hours.
Oh, interesting. Oh, really? So the crash happened after the murder? Like 3 days after the murder. So how did they get in the... How did they get in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags? Oh, interesting. So they didn't use that gap in the fence to get in. And as far as I can tell, the only other way is through Kuno's shack. Interesting. Look at the opposite bank.
Still speeding, the vehicle made a loop and vanished into the fog along the coast.
And Kuno's shack leads up towards the well, you know what I mean? The dockyards. What was the model of this phantom vehicle?
There are two good candidates, the Caprice 40 and the Linear G22.
Why the Caprice 40?
It's about the right size, and the tire marks look like they came from the skinny tires frequently found on that motor carriage. The Caprice 40 is a very popular model, with bank clerks, topping pie delivery drivers, secondary school teachers, cops, strippers dressed as cops, undressed strippers.
Encyclopedia, you're getting a little horny. Why the Linear G22?
Very sturdy but light motor carriage. More likely than most to survive that jump.
Ah, I see.
The Linear G22 is not a particularly popular model due to its peculiar proportions, which the manufacturer's design team probably thought about for too long.
What now?
You'd have to follow the tracks to be sure.
Blink. Don't blink.
The lieutenant looks on, waiting for you to wrap up your analysis.
Well, that phantom car that we saw looked quite similar to the Cupris that Kim drives. So it's
Any
probably a
theories about
Cupris
what
as well.
happened here?
Looks like someone was in a real hurry.
What kind of car do you think it was?
I think it was a Cupris 40.
That's quite likely, from what I can tell.
Who could it have been? Do I have any idea who it could have been? I don't think so, because I don't think it was the killers. Yeah, I've no idea who could it have been.
We're not traffic cops. Should we get back to the murder?
We should bring this driver to justice. I think you are the killer. I mean, do you reckon? It would be a fairly, like, if you're going to add a twist to the game, then that's the one you'd add, right? But it seemed as though no one recognized us from the gang. I need to sneeze. Oh wow. We should bring this driver to justice.
If we must.
Yes, we must. Kuno S. Yes. Kuno, yes.
I think I've got away with it.
Just about. With sneezing or murder? Let's play Sneezing or Murder. With your host, Rachel_P_1. Right, shall we talk to the cafeteria manager about the crash? Wonder if we've got anything to say to him. Probably not yet, actually, because we actually need to work out who it is, right? It's a catchy host name. 2 underscores. Alright, how do we do this? So we have a new task. Find the traffic hooligan. First you should find the vehicle the joyrider used. Yes, so we need to wait until tomorrow for that. Right, we've got 10 minutes to kill. 10 minutes. I told... Yep, that's fine. Find the working class husband. Oh, I want to check out the shack. I think there's also more dialogue options about Kuno's shack with Kuno. I'd rather not engage with Kuno again, but, you know. Because this is the only other way in that I see. Kuno's fucking electricity. 20,000 volts. Kuno volts. What are Kuno volts? It's the only other way in. This is how they must... Wait, what's... Whoa, hang on a minute. What's this? Oh. How do I get on top of there? Oh, okay. I want to go up there. Can I get up there? I think I... Is that her private... Does she have a private balcony in her room? I can't do anything with that up there. Yet. There might be another... Because I think there is another balcony in the Whirling in Rags. I think. There's nothing new here, is there? That's just climbing up there. I don't think that gets me anything. Was there anything in that box? Did I already look at this? Go on, walk slower, I dare you. Nose effect. Lovely. Yeah, so this is just the way in. Yeah, we're up there now. Okay, that's no use to us, really. What about this bucket? A postcard, you say? What can we do with the postcard? 13p, can we sell it? We need to. Okay, oh, is that money on the floor? Yeah, 90p! Yeah, okay, let's take a look inside, shall we? It's kind of annoying that time only seems to pass when you're in a conversation. Because running around took time. And it's still 10 to 9. Oh, Kuno. Oh, come on, Kuno. You little shit.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Let's talk about your shack again.
The fuck do you want with it?
Nothing new there. What's with the big head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Cool pig head. I liked it. I got one too. This one. It's shit. We're trying to relate to him.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
Did we make Kuno uncomfortable? Yes.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
Well played. No one saw that coming.
I've heard enough of this.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Okay. Fine. We need to put more points into empathy. Somehow.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
We need to work out how to level up our actual attributes. Fucking! It's Kuno. The Scouse. Apparently. What's that there? Can we interact with that? That looks new. Just a door?
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Main hall, building B, whirling in rags.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
Is that so? 24-hour window?
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Main hall, building A.
An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
I shouldn't have done this.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
Okay, that's her.
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
I mean, number 4 is true. Fuck off, pig! I'm Kuno! I don't give a shit! Let me in! Let me in. I need a wee.
Pardon? This is not Kuno. Who is this? Please just stop calling here. I don't have time to deal with this. Thank you.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Okay, I don't think we need to... Yeah, we don't need any of that. Okay. I want to I want chips. I actually do want chips.
I want chips.
Oh, am I going to cook tonight? I probably should, because then I can take it in for lunch tomorrow. But
I want chips.
can I be bothered? Chips for everyone, and sausages! Chips and sausages for everyone, Paella. Yeah. We all want chips. I thought there was another balcony up here. I swear there was another one. Have I made it up? Have I invented a balcony? Oh, that's a shame. How do we get... It must be through that room then. Got our own private...
Booster Greg says I want chips.
Closed.
We all want chips. Chips for everyone. By the way, Greg, we're talking about English chips. You might call them fries in your American dialect. Did you hear that? My stomach just rumbled. I know. Greg's one of us. Greg is a Brit. Chips. I want chips. I mean, paella. I would like paella, but also don't know if I can.
This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
American Brain can translate. What is this? How are people understanding us? Our secret English language is becoming known to the wider population. I have plenty of crisps in my house. I have a bag of Peking spare ribs, Walker's Sensations crackers in the cupboard. And I would very much like to devour the entire thing. Probably because I've not had any actual dinner. That sounds lovely. They are delicious. ASMR. I mean, you also have to watch me like so no, I need to have actual. I need some meat. I need some protein. Can't just be carving myself up.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Poor little viewer.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Look inside.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Onuk?
That's Kuno on the lens.
Oh, of course it is. Oh, you little shit. You absolute shit. You have to focus the background.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower.
We know that from the map.
You know this to be the star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. Around the large wooden building you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice.
Okay, I'll leave that. There's another one over there though, isn't there? What can we see over here? Oh, there's also something I can interact with down there. Okay, we'll do that in a moment.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary.
What's that got to do with my knob?
A focus knob, not a penis knob.
Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
What's a tourist attraction doing here?
There was a revitalization project in 49. The design studio
Yes,
tried restoring
we know,
Martinez to its
actually.
pre-war glory. It didn't stick. They
What
got as
happened?
far as the street lamps and that statue on the intersection before something went sour. I suspect it was Evrard Claire's doing. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here.
Can't we do something about it?
We should have done something about the Union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer.
Go on then, I'll take a look.
Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk, the ring of metal.
Pull the handle and look inside.
The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
Turn the knob to focus my vision. Turn my knob to focus your vision.
The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible, a half-sunken sea fort, its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it.
There are ruins of some kind of building over there.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
Okay. It's 9 o'clock! It's 9 o'clock. Wow. How is the game going slower than real time? I just want to take a look at here. What's £2.29? Yes! Okay, now we can finally go and investigate that apartment. Now, how do we get into it? Was it this way? No, it was this way, wasn't it? This door. Apartment 28. Is this the one? Was it this way? Oh, we need to go onto the balcony, don't we? I remember. This one. Ooh, new thoughts to have. What's this? I hear distant traffic. Night is falling on the city. A maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. Ooh. Just a door. Nothing to see here right now. Hello, friend.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
I did. The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds.
We found a key hidden under. We found a key under a stone. Was it yours?
It was mine. My friends use it from time to time to visit me.
As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eyes. Does he like our expression?
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
I'm not just going to make things right. I'm going to make them spectacular.
Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Okay. Why would I want to meet your friend?
Trust me, you do.
Okay, very well. I'll talk to him. But first, I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
Okay. He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark, and the neighboring windows have lit up, one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Besides, I've got to run.
Run? Is this not your place?
Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
Run where?
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
Only if you promise that we'll talk again. It's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, all right?
New skill point. Interview The Sunday Friend.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
There's something so different about him that I can't put my finger on.
Different, of course.
There's just something so mysterious about the way he talks and moves.
Something so mysterious about the way he talks.
The lieutenant squints his eyes, trying to hold back laughter. Very mysterious.
Very.
He's barely holding it together. It's all he can do to keep from bursting out in laughter.
Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
He nods at the apartment door before you. Right, now, it said... Okay, right, yeah, so now I have another thing to spend. Okay, I might hold off on it for now and see what we need, if we need anything in this interview coming up. First of all, quick save. Let's interview the Sunday Friend. Oh wow, there's a lot going on here. What's this? A quarterly business magazine? For quarterly businesses? A hat? What's that? A straw hat? Sumerian conical hat. Well, that's an interesting hat. What does it give me? +1 logic, -1 suggestion. Already at -1 suggestion. Why am I already at -1 suggestion? But +1 for logical. Okay. My white satin shirt is giving me -1 suggestion. Oh, because it's filthy. Okay, have I got a better shirt I can put on? What if I just took... Can I just not wear a shirt? I could put on the white tank top. Gives me +1 to physical instrument. Are we really doing that? Cool, okay. I've just put on a white tank top to do my detectiving. Sure. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. Oh wow, this goes quite far back. Dishes soaking up in a pot. High fashion. An empty ashtray. Flyers for underground parties, you say? I want to go to a party. Dates for open lectures at a local university. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspapers. Oh, what's this? Expensive men's perfume lingers in the air. An old photo of the same apartment dated year 01. And what's this over here? Okay! I've immediately found a... Oh my god, are you kidding? Can I wear... What's this? Party Dragon's silk robe. I'm assuming that's a jacket, right? This sleazy, silky bathing robe in vibrant blues features a roaring dragon on its front, ready to take off into the night. A red belt has been provided for fastening. It's culturally insensitive, but only for people who are not from Seoul. The real Seolites probably don't care. Okay, I see, yeah. I see. And my jacket's currently giving me +1 a spirit of corpse and +1 shivers. And this gives me +1 drama and +1 electrochemistry. Become an addict in a strange bathing robe. Wow, I mean, that's a look. That's a look. Why is it off his shoulder? Can we with the getting +1 physical, because if we could just not put the shirt on, but it gives a +1 physical instrument. Okay. Fine. Okay, well, this is what we're wearing now. That is a wow. Now then, Sunday friend.
You have acquired the robe. Keep it, officer. It looks good on you.
Thank you.
His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
The shirt completes the look.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur la Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Okay.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
Before we get to that, tell me where you got this beautiful silk robe from.
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business. That's really all I can tell you about it.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers, cold air sweeping in from the balcony. What? Forms a little rooftop with his fingers. What does that mean?
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
Okay. You actually witnessed the lynching?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
This is just the break we've been looking for.
Easy, detective. No need to jump to conclusions.
Start from the beginning, if you don't mind.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
Like that?
What do you mean, like in a play?
What?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one.
Surrounding windows, so everyone knew it was happening and they didn't want to be witness to it.
That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Interesting.
How many of them were there? 8, I assume.
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
Were any of them huge? Like 200 kilograms huge?
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
Okay, so he was being carried. What happened next?
I went back inside.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Were they men? Women?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
Okay, so maybe... is it Elizabeth? Isn't one of them? What ethnicity were they?
I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
What happened next?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy!
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Why didn't you call the RCM?
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late.
So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
It seems this wasn't the break you were hoping for. I think we have everything we need. Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Villedroit.
Okay.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
What's an official like you doing in Martinez?
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Okay, but what are you doing here in this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
Really? What is this international community?
La communauté internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
And what do I call the revolution?
Your employer, technically speaking. The governing authority of Revachol.
Okay.
The RCM is but one part of this provisional administration.
What is the price stability?
It is the most important thing.
That doesn't tell me anything.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
This is fascinating, but I wanted to ask you about something else.
But not too far below, no. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
You're not answering my questions at all.
The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
Okay, sure, give me a leaflet.
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty.
I've got them going now, haven't I?
Stability is the raison d'être of the moral intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency.
I don't have my leaflets on me. Enough business, let's talk about something else.
Whatever you wish, officer.
Can you tell me about your mysterious friend?
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
You still haven't told me who he is.
Sorry, who?
Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about him.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
Fine, but what's his real name?
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation.
So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
As though you weren't envious enough of the boy as is.
Which arts?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
How did you two even become friends?
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insuline Peninsula? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
What are you talking about? No one becomes friends that way.
Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are, meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
What are you doing in this apartment by yourself? What are you doing in his apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
The view? What view? It's dark outside.
Listen.
A baby is crying in the neighboring apartment.
Someone's baby is crying.
No, listen. The Insulindian Bay.
What about it?
This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
I was asking about your friend.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you've seen him around. He's a busy bee.
Will I, though?
A busy bee? What an odd choice of words.
I had something else in mind.
I'm all ears, officer.
Okay. Thanks. I've got all I need.
A moment, officer.
Oh?
Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Hold on. Why can't we talk later?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
Thanks for the heads up. My work here is done.
Of course. I'm sorry I couldn't be the break you were looking for. Good luck with the investigation.
Okay. I wonder how truthful he was being about his relationship with him. I don't think he was. Okay. Well, I think... Oh, that's where it just came from. Moron! Oh, what's this? Something useful? Flip up glasses, the auditor. What are these glasses we've got at the moment? +1 visual calculus, -1 drama. My new glasses. Let's hang on, look at these. +1 logic, -1 authority. I can't lose any more authority. I'm already at like none. These flip-up sunglasses were fashionable in the old, but have since lost their popularity. Their thin gold alloy wireframe are a reminder of drug-addled bohemian artists. These days, the glasses are only favoured by organised crime accountants who desire to look cool. Okay. Well, we have them. How much are they worth? Can we sell them? Anything else? Oh, what's this? Boots? Boots? Oh, money. 1p. Cool. I literally just picked up a penny off the floor. Great. I've already looked in here.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
We don't know who is there. Leave. There's no point in pursuing that. Yet. Right. Okay, in that case... I think... it's... bedtime. Game bedtime. I can probably stream a little longer. We did start late. I've only been going for 2 hours. Oh, the woman's gone. More? You want some more, do you? Okay, you can have some more. I might just go and get a Coke of Cola, though. Now, tomorrow is Wednesday, which means that we can get more information from the woman on the radio. And we can also close the lock and get over the bloody bridge. Funny bridge.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
The what now?
The living shit. Your mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince words. It once smokes.
Am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
But she broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
There's only one option, which is no. Yes, I should do that.
Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now. But find cigarettes, smoke them, blam. Instantly a cool renegade man. A mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Does it now? Okay. I know we can get cigarettes. We can get them from the shop, right? See you in the morning. Bye. Bye. Now, last time we slept, weird things happened.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
God, can we really not find somewhere better? Can we? I want to sleep somewhere that doesn't cost 20 quid a night.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bird. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself.
That felt very loud. Broken bird, the cockatoo.
You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately. But this suffering, it must have some kind of meaning. A story that will come out of it. Perhaps even a story that you will write yourself.
I'm an artist, and liver damage is my art.
Oh yeah, baby. Frame your suffering as a masterpiece. Only one problem. No one's watching. It's boring, buddy. Boring as death. You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
Oh wait, don't we don't like people. I forgot about that.
At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours.
We're not good with people,
running
doesn't
in the
necessarily mean we
space
don't like them.
between their ears, full of secrets. People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Open my eyes. Morning. Ugh.
Why does art inspire you so much?
It does, yes. But what is art?
Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
Would I fit into the art world? I mean...
Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes, disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too.
That beard and those clothes, you say? Hold on. Is architecture also art?
Of course not. It's autism, box drawing, masturbation with a ruler and a sextant or whatever they use. You should demean and criticize the genteel institution of architecture while extolling the virtues of the pure arts.
What does that mean? Wait, what about music? Is it art?
Only the most experimental kind.
I guess I have been feeling critical lately.
Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real living art here. Become the art cop.
The art cop.
Half art critic, half cop.
Wait, but don't I have to be 100% cop to get the case finished and all that?
Quit being so indecisive. What are you going for here? Some kind of indecisive and camp aesthetic now? Strike a bold shape here. Go art or go home.
Okay, if 50% art critic is what's needed to free me from rote repetition, so be it.
Exactly. It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals off the street. You must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery, the trite and derivative artists and writers of the world.
Okay, so now we're being critical
Go
of art.
ahead and provide savage criticisms, art cop.
Okay.
The world is yours to rip to pieces and reassemble.
Cool. We're going to go and be rude about all the art. Okay, the day will begin after I've got myself some Coca-Cola. Cheers. I might also order some food as well, because I'm a little hungry. Oh, really? Thank you very much, Pippin. Okay, let's see what we can find on Deliveroo. It's only Coca-Cola, I promise. It says no booze in this one. Oh, his name is still watching. Welcome back. Thank you, Gav. Because I ordered from KK Kitchen. Oh no, K Kitchen. I have to say that out and carefully, because it sounded like I was ordering from the KKK Kitchen. I'm not. I'm just ordering from K Kitchen. Maybe. Am I gonna? It's tempting. Korean fried chicken. It is a good one. It is a good one. I need something I can eat with my fingers. What shall I order? What should I order? What should I order? Circle. No coasters! We've already done coasters today. Pizza. Pizzas. I can't play a game and have pizza at the same time. I would quite like pizza, but I can't order pizza. Oh, should I? Could I have a chicken burger? It's not a bad shout, actually. It's a pretty good idea, isn't it? Some chicken, some fried chicken. Is KFC closed? Apparently, I can't order from KFC right now. Okay. What have we got here? I have ordered from here before, haven't I? Oh yeah, here we go. Oh god, do I want that? Thing is, I quite like my... Paella. Can I order paella? I can't find... The reason I make paella is because I can't find one that delivers. I don't think there's a good... Oh, KFC! I found it. I found it. Okay. Meals... Where is the what I'm looking for? Oh yeah, boneless dips. Boneless meal. That's what I want with fries and tango, I guess. No, the reason you make it is because it tastes better and cheaper than ordering in. This is also true. Absolutely buying stuff to make paella tomorrow. Nice. Yes, go for it. And my dip will be a tomato dip. Add. Do I also want something else? Has anyone had these dipped bites before? These, like, the sweet chili dipped bites or the Kansas barbecue dipped bites. Are they any good? I wouldn't say no to, like, a little burger either, but I would want it without any mayo on it. And they all come with mayo. Do they all come with mayo? Fillet burger. Zinger burger. That's got mayo on it as well. Zinger stacker. Ah, you know what? I don't care. Just order the chicken. Just order the chicken. I think. Yes. Go to checkout. The sweet chili ones are banging. Okay. Well, Amy's persuaded me to buy those as well. Where are they? Snacks. Sweet chili dipped bites. Go on then. £3. It's not too bad, is it? Go to checkout. Bit like giant popcorn. Perfect. 15 to 20 minutes. That's not too bad. place delivery order. Order's been placed. I'm going to change up the color a little bit in here. First of all, let's do that. And then I will do... Which one is it? That one? That. Netflix has greenlit Squid Game The Challenge, a reality competition series based on the hit 2021 South Korean drama. I wonder if they're going to actually kill them in real life. Almost certainly. That's the only way they can do it. Legitimately. Okay, KFC is on the way. Let's continue, shall we? Morning! Hello, Kim. Hello. Knock, knock, knock. No? Okay. $456 players. $4.56 million? Holy shit, that's a lot of money for a reality show. What the hell? That's insane.
Yes?
Hello. Okay. So, first things first. The radio. Oh, goodness me. Oh, boy. Oh, wow, that was a big one.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and
yeah, we know the
soft
radiator.
plug.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Did you find out more about the owner of the armored boots?
Sorry, sir. I still haven't heard back from the database people. Try calling again later. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Okay, I'm done with the radio for now.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
Why is the engine warm? Not been used for 3 days.
No. That's enough fun with the foldable headlights.
Oh.
I know they are mesmerizing. They're also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
Okay, fine. Okay, to the bridge. To the funny bridge. Hi, guys. How are you all doing?
That was a funny bridge.
It will be soon.
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle.
Loose wires still? Pull the lever again?
You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, the water lock starts moving.
Look at that. There it goes. Now it's a funny bridge.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Isn't there some information about our gun over there? Ooh, new area. Radio relay hums with electricity. Oh, is that money on the floor? Yes, 55p. Lovely. Auto save. What's this thing down here? Breaker box to power the radio pylon above you. Maybe there's something inside. Ahead, decades-old concrete defences. Children play on them now. 90p! Hooray! What was over here? Anything? Oh yeah, we're looking for the truck, aren't we? The car that ran over. The car that knocked the sign down. Magnesium, lovely. Traffic beyond the gate, more abandoned motor lorries. Ooh. Jamrock biker cops, sonnies. +1 to empathy, -1 to logic. For taking your Harmel Ryu Supersonic out for a ride on the streets of Jamrock where your heart is buried. Okay. Our empathy is very low. So that could be quite good if we come up against an empathy check. Remind me, if we've got an empathy check, to put those sunglasses on. Sign says no entry. Someone scribbled an inverted star on it. That's a symbol for something, isn't it? Okay, now, this track. Wow, there was a mess. There was a mess here. Came all the way down here. A creaking ahead. A broken axle grinding. There's the car that broke. What's this? What am I taking here? Banged up fuel canister. What's that good for? A bottle drained of all its booze is frozen to the ice.
A banged-up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez?
Mm-hmm.
This is where they were leading.
So this is where all the tracks were leading to.
It appears to be so.
Let's investigate.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water.
Uh-oh.
Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor
God.
carriages are bound to end up in the sea.
Uh-oh. Is it my car?
The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it.
What is the make of this MC? Can I see a logo?
The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
How long has it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
Sunday is when we lost all our memory.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening.
That wouldn't make sense though, because if the vehicle crashed, if we crashed the vehicle, then that stuck the lock open, so we wouldn't have been able to get back to the hotel. Okay, what should we do?
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
The low tide, you say?
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket. A joyrider jacket.
How long will it take for the low tide to come in?
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Okay. Sit on the swing and wait for the tide to recede. We're just going to sit on the swing and wait for an hour? Okay. Time travel.
As you sit down in the old rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so.
Okay, is it going to break?
Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Hold on. It looks very blue.
Yes, it does.
What's your favourite blue thing? I'm going to whistle a tune.
The tune on your lips forms a strange yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. Then, still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a higher pitched and slightly more melodic trill.
He's a whistler.
Two birds on a wire, whistling by the seaside, looking at the water and the sunken car. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
Ooh. So is your dad also,
I'm pretty sure I told you already, didn't I? My dad and mom are both half Seolite.
Oh, I thought he was going to ask if he was a cop. I don't know who my mum or my dad was.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
If you have to side with either the strikers or the shipping company, who would you choose?
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
But if someone put a gun to your head?
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Can you make out the mark now?
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Coupris, Model 40.
That's what we said, right?
Yes. Why haven't you?
Why haven't I?
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters, animal control people. You know, those kinds of people.
Is there a number on the side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
Precinct 41.
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical. Does he know something about that speed racer?
Oh, God, no.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry.
Here's my car. How did I get over the bridge then?
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
Oh my God, it's mine? I drove my car into the sea?
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here.
Maybe I was in pursuit of someone.
Of whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk.
Probably. Try definitely.
Things are going so well. We were just whistling merrily.
You can still whistle. Besides, the night is always darkest before the dawn.
They're not going to take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
Well, at least I can see what's in there now. Badge, 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 badge.
Yes. Let's go take a look.
Find the traffic hooligan. It was me! I was the traffic hooligan. My chicken's on the way, by the way. Jacket. My badge! I've got my badge! Commander's jacket. Oh, but our robe! +1 to a spirit to corpse, +1 to visual calculus. Compared to drama and electrochemistry. Okay. I'm gonna keep the red one for now until we need it something else. Ah, my badge! My badge, my badge!
On which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my badge!
At least something good came out of all this.
Study the badge. Use skill point. Oh, I've got 2 of them now. Ooh.
Encased between 2 durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West.
I might need to go and get my food in a sec.
You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and, in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Look at the photo.
The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that.
Oh, I've just turned my lights! I just turned my lights off by accident. Didn't mean to do that. Hang on. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Right. Where is my food now? Why is it there? It's not in the middle of the park. I don't believe that. Deliveroo. Okay. BRB. I got it! I got my KFC! One KFC bad. It's been nearly 2 weeks since I had takeout. Wow, really? Nearly 3 since I paid for takeout. That is... I was going to say that's a long time to go without takeout. It's not really. That's a fine amount of time to go without takeaway food. But also... Ooh, sausage. They haven't given me any sausages. It's not Kentucky Fried Sausages. Okay, I might turn my camera off while I eat. Don't need to see me scoffing my face. What if they made that? I don't think that would be a good thing, Gav. I don't think Kentucky Fried Sausages would be that would be that good. Right. Let's see.
But the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge.
How old?
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
And he's winking? Why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now.
They do batter sausages. They don't tend to coat them in 11 herbs and spices, though. I think that might alter the taste. I do. Battered sausages are great. I would agree.
The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Rank?
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
What's that?
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
And W. Freighter?
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank.
Oh.
In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter.
Ah. I've declined. I prefer being in the field than being a paper pusher.
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's decomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
I thought my rank was drunk.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary.
Thanks. That gives me hope.
Good.
What's a decomptage?
Decomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens militia. It means counting down to twos.
Counting down to two?
The countdown is modelled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was developed by last century experimental psychologists in the University of Königstein.
I don't know what that means, counting down to twos.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings.
We are good at countdowns.
Kings like satellite officers and the additionally a freighter rank I already explained.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
Ah. You've been putting up with all my bullshit because I'm your superior.
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work.
Ah.
It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea.
Ah.
And now we've even found your badge.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it. Such a small yet precious thing, expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber. It reads.
Serial?
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
The numbers are not there for good measure. They have an administrative purpose, one that's unfortunately been erased from your memory.
Name?
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Harry Dubois it is then.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it,
Date of
catching
issue?
light.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
The case created a lot of edge you have to take off. The death march really gets us going. You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better? Probably yes.
When did I become a drunk then? Precinct 41?
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41, like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor, a lot of asphalt. The 41st is...
What?
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
Oh, wow. How's the big popcorn? I haven't actually had any of it yet. I've been eating my strips. I'm opening the container for the big popcorn now. Oh, that is saucy. That's saucy. Ooh, interesting. That might be one I have to have when I finish stream, because it is. So I was expecting it to be saucy, but that's. I won't be able to play a game while I have that.
But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
It's a messy one.
Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri.
Ah.
Suddenly, names from your decomptage flash in your forebrain.
I remember.
He knew all those people, although they're not from his station. They must be big.
Ah, yes, I suppose they
The
must.
badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Have my address on it? Okay. Did I have another thought I was going to have? I guess not. Earlier on Mosa on the Discord song about being a small world, what's that about? When we raided Pony, the music that he was playing was from Benji Huntrod's old band. Footprints in the snow, they lead away from the accident. Oh, thought. The ice just off the coast crackles, shifting.
This is it, the scene of the party, the fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
The party? Yeah, sure does look like a lot of folks partied here.
Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Hey Kim, looks like we had a couple of partygoers here.
Looks like it.
Looks like I had a great time laughing here.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Okay. Oh, what? Why have I moved up there? What am I looking at? Why has this happened? I don't understand. Why am I... What's happened to my view? This is not helpful. Do I need to... Oh wow, that was weird. Okay, fine. What's happening over here? I went away to play some Control. What the fuck? Are you saying what the fuck to Control? Because holy hell, yeah. Control is a what the fuck game. There's a boat. But also the weird view you're going, yeah, that was odd. Don't know what was happening there.
Great news. The boat is big enough for a grown man like you to fit underneath it in a supine position.
Huh. Oh, I see. Wait, what would I be doing under there?
I don't know. Sleeping? What do people do under boats?
I see.
This is merely a measurement from your visual cortex. Do with it what you want.
Great, I found somewhere new to sleep.
Huh?
I said, great news. I found somewhere new to sleep. Under this boat here. It'll be free.
Sarcastic self-pity is not what we need at this moment.
Say anything about sarcasm.
I understand the situation looks grim, but we must continue with our investigation.
You have a home somewhere. All cops do. When this is done, you can return.
Oh, come on. What was that thought? Oh, that was the thought we were just doing? Okay. Right, this boat over here. We can go back and talk to Joyce now. We've got our badge. Underside of the boat has been recently tarred. How do I get up there? Is this the fishing village? Oh, we're going into it. What's this? Cool, this is creepy. A postcard. A cold breeze is enough to make the wall planks creak. Dark red chair. A bow tie? Where does that live? Theatre kid. +2 drama. You're sure that wearing this tie is a statement. You're not sure what kind of statement, though. Oh, does that go on my neck? Oh, okay. +2 drama. What's my current tie doing? +1 inland empire. That's probably more important for me. It's quite low. Okay. Through the broken glass, dusty shelves, and a forgotten chair. Yeah, that's just where we've been. Oop. Sounds of life in the north. A washboard scrubs filth from fabric. Makeshift fire pit. Sounds of life, you say? What does that say? Elysium. White curtain has been drawn shut. No looking in. Does this building have a door? Oh, God. Oh. Dust covered linens, dried tulips on a bed. More trousers! Intersolary trousers. Do my current trousers stink? Tied around the crotch. Okay. Gives me more electrochemistry. What do these do? +1 to Kingdom of Conscience Moralist pants. Don't know what that means. They're absolutely unremarkable. In other words, perfect. Okay. Sure. The perfect trousers.
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
Ooh. I like regular, normal things.
I know you do. These Intersolary pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral intern on you like this, that's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal, even if you didn't want to be.
Normal!
Makes sense. This is what wearing boring office trousers does to you.
I should have discarded them. Thank you, game. Quick travel? Oh, okay. That's good. How do we do that? A wetting stone. Hello, lady.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the apricot sujunti.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Then how does she know you're here?
Ah. I'll just lean forward. I'll trust her.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Hello. Delicious chicken has been consumed. What he said, we're cops. We don't cause trouble. We take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM.
Yeah, I thought so.
Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there.
Ooh.
He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
What kind of an ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
If I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me that?
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built.
How can anyone be scared of me? I'm wearing a beautiful silk robe and gardening gloves.
I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
What is in this fishing village? Oh, where could someone stay around here? That's a good one.
Stay?
Oh.
Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Okay, I'll take it.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
Yes, I've got a free place to stay. No more money forgot.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
Yes. It's in better condition than my hotel room. What's in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east. But they're away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
Who? What drunks?
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
There's got to be something here. Tell me.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
Pox? What's that?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinderblock houses, shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here? For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
Okay. All right. There's another topic I'd like to address.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
What else is on what else is on down coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Which is it then, apartments or electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
That's it? There's got to be more along the coast.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible.
Impossible, you say?
And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
Sadie? Have we heard that before somewhere?
Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant W. Freighter Harrier Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
I was asked to get your signature.
Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says.
Everard wants to turn part of the village into a little youth centre.
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board.
Wait, where can I find her?
She's right over there.
What's
The dark-haired woman, leaning over the railing.
I'll go ask her first then. I don't really want to do that.
You do that. Can't let fat Mr. Clare down now, can you?
She is not impressed by a cop running errands for a local bigwig. Not at all.
Goodbye, I'm off. Barrel. 50p. Well, now that I don't need to pay 20 quid a day, is this my shack?
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
Unlock.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
Right. Well, go on then. Oh, this is delightful. This is lovely. Floorboards creak under my step. It's got character. This is... I would honestly prefer to stay here than the whirling in rags. Old science fiction magazines. Books about bird watching. Intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth. You see? Using a thermodynamic expander condenser cycle. Nice.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Is shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew.
Time to shave! Get these mutton chops off!
Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair from below the nose line.
Yes.
The sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it chilly.
I'm gonna feel my clean-shaven cheeks.
They feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you, as if you just came from a cold bath.
What do you think of the new place? You don't have to pay the hotel anymore? I was just saying, I think I'd prefer this. I'd choose this. This is way better than the hotel. It's beautiful. I see the waves, the sea, a church.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it.
Right, now there was something I could do to improve electrochemistry, wasn't there? Let the mirror be for now. Was it the... Oh, the trousers. Yes, okay. What else does electrochemistry? There's something else? Fingerless gloves? Oh, they also do electrochemistry. Give me God ass! I think I prefer those ones than the other ones. Okay, I've got a +3 on electrochemistry now.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something soft yet crinkly.
Where did I get these trousers from? Oh, did I get these from the apartment, from the man's apartment, where the Sunday friend was?
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time.
Mm-hmm.
Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar.
Wrapper's texture?
By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty, and processed in Sur-le-Clay into the apricot-flavored chewing gum loved by kids of today and yesterday. Something about it is familiar, and not only to your fingers.
What is it? Oh, what's this? A Koroyev jacket? What does this do? More logic. Swanky checkered jacket. Flatters your form in a way that makes you feel the fun kind of serious. It has a really nice roomy pockets too. That's not a bad jacket. I don't know if I prefer it to the silk robe. What if we have to dress up for an occasion? Okay, now...
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face.
Can I actually...
You're still not accustomed to it.
I've got skill points. Can I add... electrochemistry? %. Can I add a second one into electrochemistry? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Revert. I'm going to attempt to stop the expression from happening.
It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long.
Yes!
Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man.
Safi! Just in time for a sad old man to be looking back at me. You've arrived at the bacon stop.
It's the play bus! But where does it go? Where does it stop? Watch for the sign of the lollipop.
It's the bacon stop. That was a well-timed sausage flash, whoever that was. Welcome to the bacon stop. You join us in Disco Elysium. By the way, Pippin, shout out, has got another T in it. It was you, Gav. Well done. Here we go. I still have not edited the Valen Vane version of the bacon stop. I must do that. I think I clipped it last time you did it. I need to go back and download that clip. I love the bacon stop, and I'm a veggie. Well, bacon's vegetarian, so you're all right there. Wait, what? The Valen version, where it's you saying that it's the bacon stop. Because I've got a wonderful clip of Valen today. Oh, did you? Nice. What was Valen doing today? And what were you doing, Safi? Oh, the bot's not working. The bot's not working. Bacon's botty has disappeared. Botty? Oh, no. Oh, well, you'll have to tell me. Stardew Valley, of course! How's that going? Last time I watched you play Stardew Valley, you accidentally lost a day of progress because you didn't go to sleep. Did you learn from that mistake? How is your Stardew Valley? Not a euphemism. We're just shaved in Disco Elysium. Those of you who are coming in from Safi's stream, please do be aware that Disco Elysium is very, very adult content. Peachy, right on time. Right, what's this clip? Is this audio only? Can I get away with just listening to this? I sound very northern and like you shouldn't ask a lady about her valley regardless of its star quality.
There's a fucking fairy, and I don't mean Valen when I say that.
Oh, Safi! There it is. It's a classic. On fucking mobile. But your mobile's meant to be top of the line, Peachy Pixelate. Why is it so behind? Yes, so Disco Elysium, we are a detective cop trying to solve a murder. We've just discovered, by the way, spoilers are coming now with the Disco Elysium if you haven't played it and want to play it. Peachy with his flagships. It's Peachy Pixel. I just ruined my eyeline and laughing at that. The fairy clip. We just moved into a lovely shack.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
I have, but it's only 10:23 in the morning. I had been paying £20 a night for a room in a motel with a broken window and a very, very dirty bed. But look, we've got this delightful shack now that we've got for free. So we're going to go exploring. I like your mobile, Peachy. It makes funny chat messages. Peachy's phone makes content. Can I see that? What's that on there? You can't see into the house from this angle. Yes, I'm aware. Inside you hear the cozy sounds of some heater spluttering. No more cold nights for me. Ah, this is the woman. A woman. What are these doing in the fish? That sounds like the name of an RH game. What? Let's play. What are these doing in the fish? Oh, boots. Franco-Nigerian. What was that? Franco what? Franco-Nigerian cavalry boots. +1 to perception. I made some content in the toilet today too. Do subscribe to Peach's OnlyFans. New content daily. Good old calf-length cavalry boots. Mount that horse and ride into the night. The heel comes in handy too. It definitely makes you some good 5 centimeters taller. But could it be that it's also making you sharper, more perceptive to your surroundings, now that you've gained a new perspective? By the way, this is our incredible outfit that we've got going on here. We're wearing a silk robe. A party dragon silk robe with a white tank top. By the way, Peachy, I sent you a Discord message yesterday. And we're wearing pour l'homme laborer's jeans, which give us a god ass and hindsightedness. Wearing fingerless gloves, and at the moment we're wearing green snakeskin shoes. But we're going to try these Franco-Nigerian cavalry boots instead. Look at that. How fancy. I've been carrying around a bottle of wine with me for the last 2 days, as well as some chain cutters. Cool, okay. We've got some boots. There's so much. Crimes against fashion.
Yes?
That's not what I wanted to do. Nothing. Oh. I'm gonna... So, I shaved.
Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps...
I know! Stunning, right?
I'm really not sure about this turn of events. I may have preferred the mutton chops. They sort of seem to cover up the... Either way, good on you. You were saying?
No. I want more of that thought, please. I guess not. This is what I want us to do. The planks creak beneath my enormous weight. This boat is flowing freely, moving in the water, unmoored. The ladder leads to a school of fish swimming in the kelp. Fish can't use ladders. Okay, I guess we're looking in this box. 70p? It's mine.
Hi, officer.
Aye, aye. A woman in a raincoat stands on the quay considering an overturned boat. A sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip.
Anything I can help you with?
I've questions. The first is, what's your name? We'll move us on. Do you want to do that? Sure, I've said it now.
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. What are the other ones?
Nice sword. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
Hold on. Do you know how to use it?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
I had to bounce out spoilers and whatnot, but love your bacon face. Thanks for stopping by, Valen. Everyone go follow Valen Vane, please.
But not when you're in a tight spot.
Isn't that what guns are for?
Guns are expensive and fragile, I think. Besides, I got kids. Can't have guns around them, and sometimes a sharp blade is enough to keep folks at bay.
You're listening, America? Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
I don't need a sword. Why don't women arm themselves if it's... Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
We don't need weapons. I mean, we might need a gun, but someone's nicked it. I say nicked it, we sold it by accident when we were blind drunk. Behold! Point to the expression on my face. Do you like it?
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield.
The traces of her laughter are still there, in her eyes, fading fast.
So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Gone where?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Oh.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Sinewy? I'm learning so many words in this game.
She really liked those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy.
Yeah, death is nothing. I shit on death.
I don't. But us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
She glanced at the village where 2 little kids are playing with what look like rocks. Ooh, potential ball replacement?
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk.
Oh!
Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Do I want... I shouldn't do that. Suggestion very low. Oh, right, okay. She needs to go on a date with another drunk badly. So I'm on a -6 for that because I don't know a good spot yet. And Kim's presence makes it all talk. Okay, fine. It's a white check. I could retry, but I need another skill point for that. I'd rather not. Be seeing you. Is that your boat?
Sure is. The Sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Sunny days?
Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
Knowing.
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
Sunny days.
It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
You can see it's snowing, right?
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the slushy snow melt on the yellow belly of the boat.
When do you think the boat will be ready?
In time, when the sea turns and the winds settle, she will be ready.
My prediction, it will be at least 2 days.
Noted. Come back in 2 days. I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
Yeah, a couple of people. I'm looking for missing cryptozoologists.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for imaginary animals.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen? I haven't heard of those.
2 old guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Where do they go?
I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
A working class husband.
Yeah, I'm not really looking for that anymore. Not much into the middle class ones either. Could do with some landed gentry, but apparently they don't make those anymore.
The husband isn't for me. I'm looking for him for his wife.
Wish I could help you with that, but I haven't seen your working class husband. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
That's it. I'm not looking for anyone else right now.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
I was asked to get your signature.
Were you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the Union building?
Everart's planning to turn some of the village into a youth centre.
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that...
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
Thought what exactly?
That Everart and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess Union members have children too.
And those members have a vote when electing the head of the local chapter.
Those members... On second thought, don't sign those papers.
Aye, if you say so. Probably better that way. I mean, who likes construction noise?
This feature presented in THX. What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Yeah.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
Interesting. What have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass, Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once.
A mine?
Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
I need to know about those human bodies.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch.
Be seeing you. Okay, we have leads to follow now, because we can go back to what's her name? Right, how do we fast travel? We can go back to Joyce now. There we go. Nice. Okay, so I can fast travel there. Yes, I will do that. And go and talk to Joyce. Now I have my badge that proves that I am who I say I am. Or just a randomer pretending to be a cop. What's this? There's something down there. But what? Can I... Well, how do I get to that then, whatever it is? He's back out there reading all the books for sale. Joyce. I think this will probably be the last conversation we have today. And then we will call it a night there. And I'll think about how I could possibly stream again this week.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
About missing badge again?
I'm afraid I can't say any more until we've taken care of formal protocol.
You'll never guess what I found. My badge!
Did you? Wonderful.
Quickly, methodically, like an electric printing machine.
He scans the badge.
It is a relief to see a W freighter here. The situation is precarious, to say the least. It needs a quick solution, or we will have a bloodbath on our hands.
You said contain the situation?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Oh, really?
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
Tell me again, how are the lynching and the strike connected?
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
Is that who was killed? A momentary lapse of faith?
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric, or a joke. They did not appreciate the humour.
Do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
What then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now?
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
Okay.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
I have to say, this is not disco.
It is very far from disco. My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good, and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
The Débardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
Okay!
These men work in tandem using semi- and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or 2 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes.
As I said, a bloodbath.
I think the confrontation is inevitable.
It doesn't have to be like this, Lieutenant W. Frater Dubois. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
Okay. The Colonel, the one who was hanged, did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive, yes. But I did not know him.
His name was...
Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Tell me about the others first.
One is a man. Corty, they call him. A nickname as well. The other a woman. Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
What would you say was his eye color, the deceased's?
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
The pang of regret to her voice.
The lieutenant was testing her, asking a small detail first to see if she knew him better than she let on. She passed.
That's all right, then. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
Indeed, this matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it, through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
And then he raped someone. You said the deceased assaulted a woman.
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
Who did the passing on then? Please don't say Kuno.
The remaining contractors. Their tribunal. It's what they believe.
Oh. Okay, the teenagers to them. Okay. What did these teenagers by the canal say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
Ah, and who was this woman?
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumour about a rumour. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
Is it the woman who's not coming into the Whirling in Rags anymore? What was her name? I can't remember. What can you tell me about Crenell?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eendracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Okay, anything else you got on them?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenell.
Could you contact the company, tell them to call them off?
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
Where are the remaining two mercs now?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth.
That's dangerous.
They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
We still need to know where they are.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Well, how can I avoid them if I don't know where they are? Where are they?
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbour gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise.
One must be the goon in the ill-fitting work clothes by the harbour gates, the scab leader.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice.
Yes.
There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
Okay.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
I had another question for you.
I hope I can answer it better.
How much time do we have?
Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
There is a brief silence. Seagulls squawk over the bay.
It's a matter of days, not weeks.
Okay, that's enough for now.
I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news.
Now,
if there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Can you please tell me about these tattoos?
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
for about half a minute in silence. She wears fingerless gloves.
Like mine.
Her fingernails are cut short and fractured, like those of a working woman.
Like mine.
It was taken with a trigette not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Stay quiet. Observe the expression.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Like stars in the sky?
Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways.
Oh.
A sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
Oh, interesting. What travels did the dead man make?
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semines Islands, then this.
He points to his heart. What is that?
Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
The old world passing by, and the new world already here.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Vredefort? Vredefort has a military academy. The Semines Islands saw a recent conflict. In Revachol, he was executed.
Maybe it's a record of his military career.
That makes sense to me. We have no more use for a map of the waterways, just like we don't need sailors the way we used to. This is what the custom would morph into on the Occident. Mercenary tattoos.
For all the boys looking for adventure, a blood spatter on the seas.
Who could tell me more?
His platoon members? The other contractors. Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
Okay.
Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not necessary to complete the task, officer. It's a dangerous side task.
Yes, I agree.
Search elsewhere.
You're right, it's not a good idea.
I am relieved you think so. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security.
What's the use of this map?
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad.
Oh, wow.
This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
That's a fascinating custom. I wonder if that's based on reality in some culture. This is the first I've ever heard of it, and I really like the idea. Thanks all for the tattoos. Thank you for your help.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Thank you. That's all for now. And that is all for now. Save game. It's finally Wednesday. It's already almost halfway through Wednesday. 11:22. We are done now. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Yay! It's been fun. Thank you, Safi, for raiding. Thank you for the new followers. I appreciate it. Come back next time. So, next stream for me, usually I would do one on a Wednesday. However, I won't be doing one tomorrow because I am going out into town for dinner. So, next stream for me will be... Now, here's another thing. Hopefully, I think the stream will be on Thursday lunchtime. I think that's when it will be. However, I might be in the office on Thursday. Oh, wait. Ooh. Okay, I'll think about it. Hopefully Thursday. If not Thursday, then Friday lunchtime. And then I'll think about whether or not I can find some other time, some other evening to stream. Because I'd like to play a little bit more before I go away for a week. Where should we go? Who's on? We should go and see. I don't know, you know?